Hello and welcome back to the farm. My name is Max and we are still in early spring. It is a quiet day today, if I'm honest. Let's jump in here. Really, all I've got to do is work around with the cows today. We've got a lot of things on our plate, a lot of things coming. But at the moment, it's a little bit of a waiting game. We need to clean our cows out. The cows are nicely fed, but they need some. They need their feeding area cleaned, and they need some other bits and pieces done. So we're going to be doing that. We need to give them some water as well. Otherwise, they're healthy and good, and everything's running fine there. I need to give them some straw as well. So we're gonna be hooking up, and we're gonna be getting the ramp out for that. So let's just grab this. Can be quite hard to see where I am with this sometimes. Let's head in here like so. There we go. That's getting it. It can get a bit stuck on here, this food. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, really. We have to come in, grab it, and scrape fairly hard, especially if we've had a few wet days, so it's all sort of dried a little bit on here and got a little bit crusted on, so we have to scrape hard sometimes. And this is definitely scraping hard today. Wow, this is stuck on. Oh, I hate it when it gets like this. I might have to get the pressure washer over here and pressure wash this, because this is just not having any of it at all. It's really horrible when we get stuff stuck on like this. I try and get it off, but no, that's not budging, is it? Oh, I'll have to get the pressure washer over here later, because that is, even with this behind it, it's just not having any of it at all. Right, okay. Yeah, that's gonna take some real elbow grease. This doesn't. Sometimes it just doesn't quite get it. The blade doesn't get under it, so I'll have to get something a bit tougher on that to get that sorted. That's annoying, but we're gonna get some straw done for our cows instead. They need to blow some straw in there. We need to get them some water in a minute as well. So we'll come and drop this bucket off here, like so, and then we can go and grab this, which is our bale spike. Right, and we want a couple of bales. Now those are hay bales there. What I want are the straw bales. There we go. A pair of them there. And get this in. And the thing we've always found with this is that we can't get these high enough with this to actually unload them. So we have to come over here, and this is why we had this installed. So get that up and going, and that will get in position, and then we're going to use this, because unfortunately our 7710 has got worse for wear. It's got a really finicky PTO now. We're going to have to take it in. But I think the sooner I can get a 6R on a test drive and on a trial on the farm, the better. I think my original plan was to keep the 7710 kicking around and use that, but it's just not having it. It's just not working. It's yeah, it's kind of had it. It's really sad. I quite like. I really love that 7710. We've had it for years. Obviously not as long as we've had this tractor, but yeah, and it's and I think it's on its last legs. We don't want the feeding trailer, and I can't really have a tractor that doesn't work well with a PTO, or that just has a PTO that doesn't seem to work. So I don't know what's gone in it. I have a feeling that the price is just going to be too expensive for us to get fixed. So yeah, we're going to have to let it go. Right. We are just checking that all of my connections are working. Ah, no. Oh, stay out of the pond. I need to come round from the other way in order to properly fill this. Actually, no, we should be alright this way. This way might even be better. Now, the trick here is the wheels do stick out from this shredder a little bit, so we have to be careful. But I want to get as close to the ramp as I can, really, to get this to load. There we go. We'll back it up a little bit. And we'll put 2 bales in here to get this to do. There we go. Handbrake on. And you can see what I mean by... So the wheels do stick out a little bit. We should be alright. I think we're alright there. So it always becomes fun to climb in. And the visibility with this is just horrible. Alright, and up. And we go right to the end of the ramp. And then we sort of tip them in. Yeah, like that. It is really precarious. I prefer, this is why I need the 6R, because I need to not be trying to climb this like this. This ramp was a great idea at the time, but as you can see, it's a really horrible thing to try and load stuff into, as we've found over time. I had to pull this forward a bit. Right, let's turn out and pull this forward slightly, and then we might reposition these bales, I think. Yeah, I'm not a fan of using this ramp. As I said, nice idea at the time, but it's just been fairly precarious thing to use, especially when you only get your bales on 2 like that. And then I have to drive almost off the end of it. I've lost a bale. Yeah, I hate this ramp. I really do. One of the changes that we're going to make over the last 18 months, it's just not worked out as I'd hoped. It was a nice idea at the time, and we spent a whole load of money getting it set up, but it's just, yeah. You can see the mess we make every time we try to use it. And I had been, the reason why I'm unhappy that the 7710 isn't working is because I had been avoided using this by hooking the 7710 up to the things like the bale shredder. The trouble is that with the 7710's PTO not working, I have to hook up our 40 series, and as a result of that means I have to use this to load. This is great for having this skid steer about. Is great for cleaning and stuff like that. But the only reason we have the bale spike is a backup for when we do this way. Right, there we go. Or for moving stuff around the yard a bit. But there we are. Most of the time it's just for the high dump bucket that we use it. Right, let's pull this down. Or let's move this out of the way first because it tends to swing stuff out. And I don't wish to swing stuff out and catch this. So there we go. Around through the grass at the edge. And then we can pull this down. And that has that done. There we go. And away. So yeah, we want to blow this off to on this side. So get my... Whoa. Let's not take out the trees. And into here, like so. So through the summer, I tend to not put straw in here. Springtime and winter, yes, but summer and autumn, we tend not to put straw in here, simply so that we can, more than anything, so that we're able to generate some slurry for our grass throughout the year. Whereas while we've got straw in here, we're looking to make manure to spread on our fields post-harvest, really. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I think we can actually get some more in that. Let's try that. We're down to 13. Is that everything? Can we fit some more in there? I don't know. Let's have a try. No, we've done. I think that's enough straw for them by the looks of things. So we'll get this back into here, get it under cover so that the remaining bales or remaining straw that we've got in here is nicely covered. There we go. Ooh, not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. The 7710 otherwise is running fine. Otherwise is running happily. But yeah. Ooh, turn this off. Do not want these old tractors disengaging the PTO is not easy. There we go. Oh god, that took a little bit of oomph then. Wasn't happy with that. So yeah, the 7710 is what I'm going to do is going to send the 7710 in for a check at the workshop at the dealers. They're going to have a look at it. They're going to see if they can figure out what's wrong with it, and hopefully they'll be able to do something about it. In the meantime, they are going to they're going to give us a 60. I think it's a 6195 R. It's about 100. About 100 and. I think it's a low 200 horsepower, so maybe 230 horsepower, something like that. Yeah, so we're going to be trying that out on the farm, and we're going to see how that does. We've not got a huge amount of jobs to do with it at the moment. We might do some grass cutting if the grass is up to snuff. But in general, I kind of want to put it through a few paces, see if it works. We'll get it hooked up to the feeding wagon, things like that, just see if we can get that to do well. Let's pump some water out of the pond. And so hopefully that will be a strong enough or powerful enough tractor for us to sort of run various bits. We've got a few bits of kit that run in the sort of the mid 200 horsepowers that a 6R would be useful for. I also know that we've got, I've been asked if I would test something out later in the year, so that I'm going to keep under wraps for now, just in case that doesn't come off. But Yeah, there's a nice piece of kit that that our dealers, that Carlos have said, oh, we might have an option for you to try one of these later in the year, and I'm just going, yeah, we're going to try that. But as I said, not going to mention what that is at the moment, because it's something that if it doesn't come off, then it will be disappointing. But I'm hoping it will. There we go. Unload that. But it does come off. It'll be a nice showpiece for the farm, really. How's no better than to get out of the way when I'm doing this. How'd you come, old girl? There we go. All good. Right. So close our gate behind us. Actually, none of those are girls. All of those are male cattle. And away we go. Perfect. So we want to get this parked up and out the way. Actually, I think this can go in this shed here. We've got nothing in that shed, and it's quite a long way round the time to keep taking that over there. So I'm going to put this in this shed. Did consider putting the baler in here because we've got the bale stacker here. But no, this will go in this shed nicely. This shed can be a bit of a pain to get out the tractor, is my biggest problem. Right, and there we go. That should do it. Just got to get out there and disconnect that. Perfect. Yeah. So I just need to get that bit scraped. But we're gonna head down to the shop and drop the 77 off. And hopefully we're cool in a few days, and see if they've got the other. It's a bit of a quiet time on the farm. It really is. We've got a few all our work done, and it's just looking really nice. So. Yeah, I love times on the farm that are like this, where it's nice and peaceful. The days aren't all hectic and tough. It is just a pity that this is not working as it should. So yeah, we're gonna have to go and drop her off. We'll head down to Carlo's and get that done and dusted. Yeah, so we've got. So we're going to put soybeans in our biggest field this year. The only trouble we've got is our rotation means that the soybeans take a hit because they always come after the wheat, so they take a bit of a hit each year. I've yet to quite work out what my best rotation is to get the best out of my soybeans. I'm going to fiddle around with it a bit more. My trouble is that I always end up getting, if I take that hit, then my corn comes better, which is good. Oh, I want to be on that side of the road. And God, keep falling back into the UK ways. Yeah, so we take a hit on that, and it's not too bad. The price kind of makes up for it, but trying to get soybeans at a place in the rotation where we get the best out of them without having a detriment from elsewhere is a bit hard sometimes. Right, and here we go. So here is Carlo's. And we're just going to bring it around here, park it in the workshop for them, and hopefully they can do something for this tractor. But yeah, at the moment it's not great. But But yeah, and so it's a bit of a short vlog today. We're, as I said, it's a quiet day on the farm. We've got some work done with the cows. I'm finished by 10:30 in the morning. That's, you know, that's a nice day. I got a few bits in the office to do and a few bits and pieces to do, but otherwise should be good. So I'm gonna leave this vlog here. Next time we should have some really interesting stuff going on the farm. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.